Thomas and Percy love helping out at the docks. It makes the two engines feel important. They can manage their work just as capable as they can, without having to complain. But one morning, the Fat Controller called the two engines to the docks. Thomas and Percy, said the Fat Controller, I've got an announcement to make. What is it, sir? Said Percy. Today I brought a new crane. His name is Cranky and he's willing to make a good impression. And with that, the two engines race back to the docks.
Well, fingers crossed, all three of them are going to get along just as well as I hope.
When the two engines first saw Cranky, he didn't look friendly. Hello, said Percy. I'm Percy. This is my friend Thomas. It's nice to meet you. But Cranky didn't greet Thomas and Percy warmly. Instead, he snarled at the two engines. What kind of small creatures are you two? What was Sir Top and Hat thinking? Thomas and Percy were shocked. They weren't expecting Cranky to speak to them like that. When Thomas was working at the docks that day, push the flatbed even further. What kind of a silly engine are you? Thomas was just about to snap at a Cranky until... Oops, said Percy. You're also a silly engine. Watch where you're going, Puffball. Percy had ran into a ditch. Later that day, the two engines got back to the sheds. Sir Top and Hat wasn't happy. Hey, I'm sorry to say this to you two, but unfortunately, Cranky says you haven't been any assistance for today. So instead, I think you two need to spend the rest of the day in your sheds. The two engines were upset. They didn't do anything wrong. Later on that night, while Thomas and Percy were in the sheds, they started to make plans on how to get back at Cranky, smiling at the same time. Later on that night, both Gordon and Donald were at Brandon Docks. The two engines couldn't go back home and were trapped at the docks due to dangerous rain. After a while, Thomas and Percy were beginning to set out of the sheds. But back at the docks, both Gordon and Donald were starting to freeze to death. Cranky looked ahead of him. Right in front of him, he saw Homer Simpson's car. Funny, nobody's supposed to be here tonight. Hey, look, Gordon, is that Homer Simpson? Huh? Oh, yeah, it is. What's he doing here? Oh, hopefully I don't get to pay that speeding ticket ever again. Oh my lord, there's Cranky. Hey, oh Cranky, I'm just about to run in. We're starting to freeze to death. Cranky looked ahead of him. Right in front of him, he saw Homer Simpson's car. Funny, nobody's supposed to be here tonight. Hey, look, Gordon, is that Homer Simpson? Huh? Oh, yeah, it is. What's he doing here? Oh, hopefully I don't get to pay that speeding ticket ever again. Oh my lord, there's Cranky. Hey, oh Cranky, I'm just about to run into you. Is that alright? Wait, what? No! You really thought something like that? Wah! Oh my goodness, look what I did. I did it. Later on that day, Thomas and Percy were still in the sheds until the Fat Controller walked in. Thomas and Percy, there's something I need to tell the two of yous. I'm sorry for believing Cranky's lie. about what happened later on today. Rest assured he will get punished, don't you worry. Later on that night, both Donald and Gordon saw Thomas and Percy at the docks. Oh, there you are, you two. Just who I was looking for. Thomas, Percy, thank goodness you two are here. You need to pull Cranky back on track, or does he deserve it? But the two engines didn't say anything and got to work in the meantime. Thank you for saving me, you two. I don't know how I could have been pulled back if I was so mean to the two of you earlier on. Apology accepted, Cranky. I know you were in a bad mood, but that's okay. You were just trying to make a good reputation. If you excuse me, I'm just getting out of here. All night, the two engines were working at the quarry. Even Gordon was impressed. When it was the morning, Sir Toppinhat came to see the two engines. He was pretty happy. Thomas and Percy, you two did a good job out there last night. Needless to say, I'm actually quite happy with the two of you. You two have done a really good job. Soon Duck arrived to check on both Thomas and Percy. Good job out there all last night, you two. I am pretty impressed. Just as Percy was about to depart, he didn't notice that he had his chain still attached to Cranky. Percy, don't move. You're still attached to Cranky. But it was too late. Oh, not again. But the Frey duo just laughed. Even Sir Toppinhat found the funniest bit of it. Thomas, Percy, and Cranky are now great friends. Sometimes Cranky can be in bad temper, but that's just the way he is. And that's what I call a happy ending. Well, Thomas, I think me, you, and Cranky make a great team sometimes. Agreed, Percy, agreed. Do, 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 do.